the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. You shouldn't doubt yourself, 'cause you're a work of art. You should know that you are perfect with those flaws. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Know that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine, shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Shine. Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine, shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. Lights are shining bright. My friends are in the club, we'll go all night. I see you in the back, the mood is right. If I just had your number, I would let you know how I feel. You walk up to me, start dancing to the music and the chase. Like this was meant to be. Take my hand, I feel my heart beat, and I don't want this moment to stop. Time to go home. Don't want this night to end. Yeah, about time we stop pretending. Come home with me. Let's write a history tonight. want this night to end. Yeah, about time we stop pretending. Come home with me. Let's write a history. Tonight I'll make you see. It's all about us. It's all about us. It's all about us. As we're dancing close together, making out, making out. It's all about us. It's all about us. There's a magic in your eyes, can't get enough. I can't get enough. Oh, it's all about us. It's all about us. It's all about us. It's all about us. Time to go home. Don't want this night to end. Yeah, about time we stop pretending. Come home with me. Let's write a history. Tonight I'll make you see. It's all about us. It's all about us. As we're dancing close together, making out. It's all about us. It's all about us. There's a magic in your eyes, can't get enough. Can't get enough.
Hello.
Hi.
Looks like it. Microphones look like they're on.
I said right as like 2 seconds before we went live, I feel like I've forgotten something.
Feels very zoomed in today, Sam.
It does. Hold on, I can see why. Oh, wrong mouse. Hold on.
There we are. Now not everyone's treated to an extreme close-up of my face.
Oh, there we go. Hey, how we doing?
Good morning, good morning, everybody, and good afternoon to people in Australia because daylight saving has started and we're now an hour behind the rest of the East Coast.
Oh,
Yeah.
didn't realise. I actually like living in a place that doesn't do daylight savings
Yeah.
because I mean, I grew up in Sydney. We only moved to Queensland 7-ish years ago.
2015.
7-ish years ago.
That's correct.
And oh, I didn't even brush my hair. And
Hey, everybody.
Yeah, I prefer not having it with the shift because the shift, especially with kids, is really hard. Let's say hi to everybody in the
Yeah.
chat.
I
Who's
saw,
up there?
I saw
Denise?
Katie and Marisol just now, and
Yep.
you've gone back to the start of the chat.
I
so-
have Denise, Shannon. Well, we got to say hi to the people who were in there while we were
That's true.
waiting for us. We can only see the chat from when we actually hit the connect button. So once the music starts playing, and that's when we get to see who's chatting. So
No, that's not true because I hopped in before and I saw.
well, in the app that we're recording on.
Oh yes,
We can
that's
always
true.
go in as separately.
True.
I just don't because I'm usually frantically running around before then.
Very good. And
So-
I gotta say, I'm it's a lot of self discipline to be here because the Chiefs and the Buccaneers are playing right now.
Anywho, hi Denise, Shannon, Diane, Katie, Sam, Addictive Planning, Kathy, who is Plan Happy with me, Tracy, Angela, Aristoneria, Amelia, Penny, Sharon, Karen, Nina, Eileen. Have I said hi to Kelly?
And
Kelly?
Nina's other half, Michael.
Kelly's got COVID. No,
Oh,
Kelly,
no.
go sleep. I do have
Yeah.
some of your stuff in show and tell, but you can see that later. Go to sleep. It's so important to rest when you've got COVID. I feel that. Go look after yourself. Yep, and she's been told. Everybody's telling her go and rest. Katie, Marisol, who have I missed? Laurie, Diana, Cindy. Have I said hi to Cindy? Tracy. It's getting better just because I got the new shot 2 weeks ago and because I work in healthcare. Oh, that's lucky timing.
Yeah.
Sherelle, Ellie, I think it's Ellie.
Healthcare's a tough gig lately.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
100% would not want to work in healthcare. Christina, Lee, I think that's Bianca. Have I gotten everybody? I always feel nervous at Kiva. I always get nervous that I've missed someone. Holly's in the chat. Life at the top. Hi guys. Michelle. Savvy Planner. Yeah, we've got a few people. So If you're an Adilla,
Yeah.
blah. I was going to try and do the YouTube spiel of make sure to like, share, subscribe, all that sort of stuff.
That's right.
Let
It
us,
helps.
Yeah, exactly. Let us know where you're from in the comments because we love seeing where everybody's from.
We do. Actually, we're just on there where everyone's from. So
Mm.
we obviously just through the fact that we ship to people we know where a lot of people are from.
Yes.
And a very large number of our customers live in Florida and South Carolina and that kind of region. And our thoughts are with you guys over the last couple of weeks, or last week and a bit, because of
What happened?
the hurricane
Oh,
and
no.
the flooding and stuff. You've not seen that?
I've been in a little
Oh my
design cave like this. I don't know. I haven't seen what's happening in the world. I'm so bad at the moment.
So there's some quite devastating
Oh, no. I hope everybody's
hurricanes
okay.
and floods. The headline that the newspaper showed me this morning, that really relatable, somebody's brand new $1 million supercar got taken out a week after they bought it by the hurricane. So sucks to be that person, I guess. But in a broader sense, I hope that everyone's safe and well in that area, and our thoughts are
I mean, unless
with
someone's living in it.
you. Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah, I hope everybody's okay and that your loved ones are all okay, and yeah, because that's devastating. Yeah, sorry, I had no idea.
There you go.
I get into these zones where,
Yeah.
especially if I've got a lot to do, and because I've had a lot to do, I've had to, get the next bunch of kits up. We're working on a whole bunch of stuff behind the scenes, and I'm trying to catch up on all the digital bits and pieces. I literally, this becomes my cave, and I try not to let anything sort of
Yeah.
pull me down. So,
We've got Arkansas, Mississippi,
Arkansas, Sweden,
Boston, Massachusetts.
Sweden. It'd be late in Sweden, wouldn't it?
It'd be very
Or
early in the
early?
morning, I
Yeah.
think.
Norway as well. Yay.
Yeah.
Western
Alabama.
New York State. Have I read that right?
Go Tide from Alabama.
Arizona, Boston, Mass. Is that Massachusetts?
Massachusetts.
Yep.
Yeah. Where the Gilmore Girls
Alabama.
is set.
I know people who live in Massachusetts.
You do.
Well, now I know more. Maryland, Finland. There are deaths and people missing. Oh no, that's devastating.
Yeah, it's hitting the whole that whole area. So
Yeah, that's. Ugh.
yeah, it happens a lot, but it's never easy to deal with. A bit
No.
like the floods and fires that we get sometimes.
Yeah, well, we're
Never
coming up
easy.
to New
Yeah.
Year too, so
We
that's I'm from
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. Roll Tide. There we go. Sharon's in there.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting to bring the comments up. Sharon's in there with
It's
you.
from
And
Alabama.
Texas. I know a lot of people in Texas. Well, not a lot of people.
Yeah.
A few people in Texas.
Yep. And
We
Amelia-
almost neighbours.
and
North
Amelia-
Brisbane. Hey.
Yeah, I'm going to Costco soon, Amelia. I'm sure that place is probably on the way.
Gilmore Girls are from Connecticut.
Ah, I got that wrong. Same New England
You
area.
got something wrong about Gilmore Girls? Michael is a
Well, I
huge
thought-
Gilmore Girls fan.
I thought that the dad worked in Boston.
It was a category 4, almost category 5. That's like the biggest one, isn't it?
It's
Is it
pretty
the same
serious.
as tornadoes? Like
Cyclones.
no,
We
I know it's the same as cyclones, but I mean
Tornadoes.
in terms of the scale, is 5 the highest in terms of the scale? Because that's the highest on the.
Well, yeah, but they're different weather systems.
I
Doesn't
know
matter.
they're different weathers. Don't worry.
Cyclones and hurricanes are the same. They just go opposite directions because of the
Yeah,
hemispheres.
I know. Like the toilets.
Anyway, we have lots of customers in the affected areas, and we're really thinking of you
I
guys
hope you're all
at
okay.
the moment.
And your families.
We also
as
have
well.
lots of customers who are hopefully safe and sound in places like Texas and Boston, and there's a bunch in New York as well, and those kind of areas. And we've
Yeah.
got heaps in California, obviously.
Yeah.
And in fact, spread all through the US. I actually did in our early days, we had a map, and we were checking off the countries, and we
I
got
remember that.
72 countries in total where we were shipping to, which was
Yep.
really cool.
I thought it got closer to 80.
At
the
some
end?
at one point,
Or was that when we stopped putting the
I think I stopped putting marks on
the map?
Yeah. I had trouble finding really small locations. There was a couple of people in. There was a couple of customers here we had in Reunion, which is a French territory in the
Ooh.
Atlantic.
That's cool.
Yeah, a bunch of cool places like that. But in the US, we have customers in every state.
Yeah, woohoo!
Yeah.
Costco's about 30 minutes from Amelia. There you go.
Yeah.
It's funny because I actually got tagged in the Go Wild. So I've sneakily joined the Go Wild going Washington, D.C. group. I haven't done a hello yet because I've been like this. But I got tagged in a post as somebody else from Brisbane is going as well. So they were like, I'm from Brisbane. Who else is, this is where I'm coming from. And I got tagged saying, well, Sammy's coming too. She's from Brisbane too. So it's like,
Yeah.
I think I'll be probably leaving earlier than them, which is usually the case. I'm planning to do a few. It's a whirlwind tour that I'm doing. So I'm planning at the moment, hopefully, to do stops in Cali, Texas, and then Washington. I'm like,
Well, obviously, that's where you're going.
The place at the end. What is it?
Do you mean DC or Washington State?
Oh, Washington DC. Where Wild is. So
right. Just checking, because Seattle's on the other side of the country. It's pretty cool too.
That's true. I would love to go up that way and see Kaya, but I don't think I'm gonna struggle for time already. I think even Texas is like a 1 day stopover.
Sammy's
and in and out. Sammy, what does my shirt say? She can't be stopped. It's from the Allison show. I used to subscribe to her, and she's very, very motivational. Very, she was at California Wild, and I was gonna meet her there. Very inspirational for me. She's motivational speaking, sort of not just that, but sort of helping you to change your mindset. And I actually should resubscribe so that I can go back and listen to a whole bunch of stuff. But yeah, so she can't be stopped. So when I've got a lot on, I generally tend to wear this so that I can channel my inner Allison.
We're still. Somebody's asked where in California you're gonna be. We're still doing. We're still building the schedule, but it'll be in the LA kind of area.
LA/San Diego. There might be 2 stops.
Yeah,
there might be. My schedule doesn't really firm up until closer, because it all depends on how much.
Yeah. Well, and we're trying to set a few.
It's going to cost.
And we're trying to set a few meetings with a couple of retailers and those kind of things. So
yeah,
Sam's not going to be just there for fun.
Yeah, it'll be and it's not only that, but I have to like go to the shops and be really boring in the shops and sort of have a look at the other products, because like I don't get the chance to do that here because it's like, well, I do, but there's just not as much of a range here, and I always love seeing what's available in the States, and I have to also shop for my tables that I'm presumably going to sponsor, 1 at least, maybe 2. I am planning a Disney trip. I am, but I've already got my host who's taking me to Disney. I've also had several other people trying to outbid them. So yeah, it's a whirlwind tour.
Diana, happy anniversary!
Yay, happy anniversary! That's a year. Welcome a year ago, and thanks for hanging out with us. We really appreciate anybody who can. Anybody who purchases from us, subscribes to us, because you're keeping a small business in business. It's you're helping our kids, and it's really a direct
we love it. Thank you. Love your support.
Yeah, you were talking about Go Wild when I first started watching. Well, this time last year I would have been hoping to go. You would have been. Yeah.
So we have a few things to get through today. I think
we do.
We've got probably a little bit shorter than last week.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
We'll see I need to get a lot done.
So a couple of things we wanted to get through. We've got the Rejuvenate. I've got a bit of a good news update on Rejuvenate.
Oh, good.
I was able to get, so if you recall, last week.
Let me make it all pretty.
All right.
Oh.
And it's made us smaller as well, Sam.
No, it's just it's refocused us back in.
If you recall, last week, the update for Rejuvenate was I was not sure if I would be able to get the kits into our warehouse because of the Chinese closure over the 8 days of, I forget the name of the festival they're celebrating, but it's a festival that they're celebrating. But the good news is I was able to get the kits out the day prior. They'll arrive in the warehouse. They're closed today. They should arrive at the warehouse tomorrow. And then they should be out. I would hope some of them get out this week, if not all of them. They're on reduced staff because of the holiday period that they've got. So I don't know that everything is going to get out, but certainly some of them should get out.
Yeah. Yay.
Which is good news.
That's awesome.
So you may see some Rejuvenate shipping notifications coming soon. I haven't posted in the group mainly because I've got no way of working out how many kits will go out this week and how many and who those kits would be because it's a little bit random. It's just kind of the order.
Still having a post and an email letting people know that it's going to start, and like what you said.
Point taken. So for pre-orders, I saw some very happy news in the Facebook group that Karen's fall pre-order has arrived, which means that I guess some other people will have theirs arrived today as well, and the rest of them I can see are in progress. I was expecting them to start landing, or I am expecting them rather to start landing and showing on local tracking this week.
Awesome.
Which is good news. And you can see I'm making use of my fall journal as my planner.
Lockie's wanting to join in.
I should add as well on the fall pre-orders,
Oh, yeah.
we did a little bit of testing to
Yes.
see kind of what the bleed
Yep.
looks like.
So that was done by
Um,
Indy and Michael.
That's right.
So we did
So
like a Sharpie
we did
test.
a Sharpie and a
definitely goes through.
few other. I can't see what I'm. So you can see on the reverse page there, the Sharpie has gone through.
And the Copic.
The Copic, 2 of the 3 Copics have gone.
No, there were 2
Oh.
Tombos and a Copic. So this one's...
These 2 are the ones that went through. They're Tombos.
Yeah.
And that Copic at the top didn't go through.
Yeah, okay.
So the bleed through on the pens is a pretty good representation. So
Yep.
a couple of different pens. My favourite little felt tip pen thing here didn't go through.
Yeah.
And then we also tested, what's that called?
Distress Oxide inks.
Distress Oxide inks.
Yeah, and we gave it a really good smush with a whole bunch
And
of ink.
You can see there that
It didn't go through.
didn't go through at all. So these notebooks,
Yeah, Sharpie goes through everything.
are stellar.
Yeah, I before I got the chance to say, oh, I wouldn't put Sharpie in a thing. Michael and in a book, Michael and Indy had already gone through them.
Oh my boy!
So yeah, he has more boy stationery. So it wasn't until they came in here that I whipped out a whole bunch of pens from back here and had a bit of a play.
And also the Elsa stamp didn't go through.
And the Elsa no, it did.
Well, kinda.
Yeah, it did.
The ones where Indy really gave it a good press, it came through.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I always do back page of a book pen tests. Yeah, and that's a really good way to do it. What I used to do, and I don't know if we can do it in these books, but I used to find like the middle of one of the bindings and I'd pull it out there. Or an idea just came to me for how to do it. So if you wanted to create like a sort of not a Dutch door, but like a smaller page, so you could like do a tear down the side, and then that can be like a dashboard for a section that starts, and then you've got a strip that you can use for doing pens.
you pull that out.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Aren't you clever?
Yeah, so that's another idea. Yeah, it looks like, hold on, we've got 4 pre-orders are arriving today. Yeah, Rejuvenate is this one that's down below here. It's
Yes.
very time to unwind inspired. It's like day spa, chill out,
Yeah.
looking after yourself, calm.
That's right.
So yeah, that's, oh, my fall is in customs, only 5 kilometers here, but they have been keeping it for, oh, that's the worst.
That is the worst.
That is the worst. Yeah, thanks for testing the Distress Oxides. Sami Michael, I can't wait to get mine so I can start a creative journal. Plum Mashable. So Ashley did a page and got me hooked. Yeah, I think that was a big thing because I wanted to make sure that the Distress Oxide worked, and I had been told that they would, but I didn't trust it until I actually did it myself. And we were pressing down quite a lot. So, yeah, it did work.
Yeah. I had a few other things.
Okay.
So Serenity pre-orders, we look like we're going to be about on track. So that first week of November looks like the shipping date for those, which is excellent.
Yeah.
That's a long way out, but just keeping on track. Customer service, I think, is all up to date. There's 1 or 2 things I need to get back to Olivia on, but most people, I think, are taken care of. And the last one we'll leave for a little bit till later.
Okay, cool. I want to jump into some really cool. Oh, can't wait for my booby V so I can put on in front of my hobo wigs. I love it. Yeah, I really love that. That little V's. I'm excited. There was a lot in this kit. There's a lot of. I saw a lot of feedback. This one.
Yep.
Oh.
So Raven's just put a note here about the shipping timeline. I think it's good to explain kind of what that means. So the shipments are lodged remotely with Australia Post and USPS from Hong Kong. And that the notification that you'll receive will always say something like it's awaiting pickup from sender, or it's with a shipping partner, depending on where you are and depending on which process the warehouse have used for that particular shipment. In all cases, it means that it's been picked, packed, and sent, but Australia Post or USPS don't physically have possession of it yet. There's a process where it goes through a couple of intermediaries to get to the actual insertion point. It's called direct injection. And the idea is that it's the most efficient way of getting it through those networks once it gets there. Just that there's sometimes a lag of, it's supposed to be somewhere between 7 days at the short end and 14 days at the long end. We're seeing more of the long end at the moment just because of a few other factors that are outside of our control. But essentially, when it's showing that sort of status, which is awaiting pickup from sender or awaiting pickup from partner or awaiting handover from partner, that's what that means. It's been picked, packed, and sent. It's just waiting for transit.
Yeah. And there was somebody else who asked similar.
So similar, there's Cindy's comment there about the notebooks being held hostage in
That's the same
Secaucus.
sort of thing.
Same sort of thing. It's probably with an intermediary carrier on its way to the USPS network.
Yeah.
Can you highlight?
Yeah, hold on. I'm loving my Halloween bundle. Perfect for my cards. Yeah, absolutely. And there was a lot of love for the Halloween.
Oh, the Halloween stuff's amazing.
Yeah, I'm loving watching and I do have at the flip side of at the end of this live, I have a massive show and tell. Tracy has asked, would you ever consider using Hong Kong Post to Australia again? I liked the tracking actually showed more info.
Yes, we would. That was done as a mistake. It was more expensive, but we would. It's something that we, as the restrictions lift, it's something that's increasingly possible. Hong Kong Post technically have not reopened shipping to Australia. So when that happened, I was actually a bit panicked that they just lost stuff in a warehouse. So that was it caused me to lose more hair. It's something that we definitely want to do to get speedier deliveries with better tracking updates. Volume sometimes is not on our side. I am exploring at the moment alternatives and potentially some alternatives that might be a little bit quicker out of China rather than Hong Kong. The worry is, of course, if we do that, then we've got even less control because in China, they have not as relaxed an attitude as the Hong Kong dispatch has around their holidays. So there'd be no shipping, for example, in the next 8 days from China, whereas Hong Kong, we've got shipping for 3 of the 4 days. Yeah. So 3 or 4 days of the 8 days.
Even though it's reduced, it's still ticking over.
Yeah, and it's still, I think Diana's right. There's still a lot of hang-ups and hold-ups due to COVID. There's still reduced volumes on airlines. China and Hong Kong both still have this zero COVID policy where there will be random shutdowns and we don't get notification of that. So
until after they're back.
Yeah, it's not perfect, but we're doing our best, and we really appreciate everyone's patience as we kind of roll with those punches.
Absolutely. Yeah. Cool. Can I jump into cool. Okay, so let's oh, whoops, sorry.
We're going to preview the Shop to Your Drop sticker pack today.
I've got so much open that I didn't expect to have open. Hold on. Let me just hide that.
And it's got a comment from
there we go. It does.
A comment from last week.
Why is it still showing? There we go. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, so the Shop to Your Drop is our next kit. And I'm super excited about it. I wanted to do something. It's very like duo two-toned. We've got this rose gold sort of copper-esque for the florals and sort of like paperish sort of looking. And then we got these really beautiful teal greens and all that. So last week we showed most of the kit except for the sticker book. So I want to show you the sticker book today. Hopefully I can pull up the right one this time.
We did post the sticker book on the product pages.
Yes.
So if you've already seen it, we're going over old ground. But we haven't previewed it in a live, and it's exciting to hear Sam talk about how she designed it.
Yeah, and I wanted to make sure, so not everybody checks the website, especially if you just, want it to tick over. But yeah, we can sort of go through in a little bit more detail and can see all the bits and pieces from the kit. Sorry to hide you there, Michael. But this is going to be the Shop Till You Drop sticker book. And you can see we've got those gorgeous florals, and that's on the front cover, like, there should be one over there. There's heaps, yep. So just like this PAU, you can see how that cover there displays. And there's, the for the booze. So it's got that cover art there too. We've then got that first page. So we've got this beautiful little hedging down the side, which isn't cut. So if you wanted to use that, you can cut that out. And the reason why we do that is because I want to use as much of the page as possible. And that's on the potentially cropped side of the page. We've then got some really gorgeous dividers with some vintage looking lights and mirrors and door signs. And yeah, I've really gone for that sort of elegant shopping kit. We've also got some sort of makeup kits. They're sort of side on, so it's a little bit hard to see. It's because I've squished in as much as possible. We've got some shoes. And I don't know, hopefully you can tell what it is, but in the corner we've got like a stack of delivery boxes. So I've tried to hit not just going out shopping, but shopping from home. We've got like this really cute little sales banner and a bag with a whole bunch of goodies in it, and the little piggy. I hope you can see just over. I can't. I wish sometimes I could point over the top of this, but I can't.
You almost picked my nose then.
Sorry. The next page is, so I did receive feedback that people were wishing that there was more icons and things like that as well, and not as many big stickers. So because of, I did this in Rejuvenate as well, because there's a lot of icon types of stickers. So for Rejuvenate, it was, you know, like the bath bombs and the products and things like that, which you can use to mask off when you do self-care days and things like that. So I've done very similar in this. So we've got the sales banner, we've got the highlighter, a wallet, some nail polish, the delivery boxes, the shopping bags, and then we sort of go into a bit of a like budgetary sort of side of things. So we've got the piggy bank, the file folder, the receipts envelopes, and the credit card, savings cards, and little rewards cards. So I've squished in as much as I possibly could then on this page. And yeah, so I wanted to make them super functional but pretty. And then the next page is, so it's sort of part boxes, and I have squished in a lot. So there's a lot of just like single cuts in between the artwork, so that way I could squish in more. So we've got the gorgeous telephones, which I think somebody said that they need 20 of those old school telephones. So yeah, so there's a couple more in there. We've got a bunch of the shops as well. Which, yeah, I think I said last time I'd created 7. I think that's right, because one of those are doubled up, the boutique. The boutique, because we like our bows.
Very cute.
And we got Sweet Art, we got The Bean, which is the coffee shop, we got Chapter 3, which is the bookstore, and then we've got the Beauty Spot, which is like a beauty nails salon, and then Vintage Chic, which is the clothing store, and then Oops a Daisy, which is the florist. So they were really fun to name and to make. And then we go down below that. Now these, while they are sized for a standard box width, you can use them on any planner, and that's the way I design. So there's the savings card with the piggy bank, and then you've got just a general floral, and then we've got our PA tones down the bottom, which I know a lot of people like to use to write in as a feature, and it really works this time because this is, you know, it's a design kit, and they're based on sort of designing. Next up, we've got the minis, and the minis are super cute. So we've got 2 characters for the minis this time. We've got our main girl and our second shopping girl, and yeah, they're just absolutely adorable and super funky. And then next up we have we jump into our weeks now. And I feel like I wrote it. This doesn't include the foil. I can't quite remember what the foil is on this, but the first week we have that gorgeous the storefront, which is like the feature art for this kit. We've got that beautiful hedging and the walkway and the shop behind. And for how it's cut, we've sort of got like this like feature panel at the top where you can write. And I think I've put a quote up here. I just can't remember what it is. And then the shop, and then, yeah, it sort of scales below. And then I've kept it really nice and simple on the flip side of the page. And we've got lots of the storefronts on the double banners. What's the mini on the third row? On the third row left. Hold on. Third row on the left. This one? Oh, that's the Zoom Mini. She's just stacked off to the side because I needed a little bit more space to fit it in. So sometimes with the minis, I have to adjust them because like the hair might be pushing out the sides and things like that.
All right.
Next up, pardon me. Oh, pardon me. Okay. Next up, we have is that the second one? Yep. We have the second one. And I went for a monochrome floral on this with pops of color. So we've got the monochrome roses there on the side. And I've then sort of mixed up the different feature colors of the two colors from this kit. So I hope you like that. That's something a little bit different. And the next page is very much that budget, sort of going through your shopping and your receipts sort of focused, and it's got those highlighter lines in the background. Got some of the little pennies down the bottom, and that's got the black features as well. That one is foiled, so even though it's not showing the days of the week, they are foiled. Love the monochrome. Yes, we're getting a lot of love for that layout. That's yay. I love that was so well loved. I actually had that colored at first and I was like, no, I think I want to make it a bit of a monochrome layout. So I think it's going to look amazing, regardless if you do like a black layout, a blackout or a normal white layout. And then the fourth one is it's all shopping bags and the tissues, the wrapping tissue paper that's in there. And you can see that the double header has got the tissue paper in there too. And then we've got those cute little sketched hearts in the background. Diana, absolutely, it is not, it's not bad that you're imagining colouring in the monochrome. That's part of the reason why it's there. Feel free to leave it plain or colour it in. Those highlighter strips are super cute. Yes, it just felt a little bit plain behind. I was like, what could I do? I'm like, oh, they're highlighters. Easy. Absolutely love the monochrome. Yep, monochrome's getting a lot of love. I was going to say, who's planning that kit in a blackout LPA? Yes, can't wait to see it. And then we have our next deco page. This is on clear, and you've got the dots down the side. And we've got some of the florals, the corners, and there was I really like the piggy, so I wanted to have a nice one of the piggies nice and big, and we've got the what are they called? The boxes, the delivery boxes there too, which are quite cool. Now the next page I changed up a little because this previously had 4 washi, but I wanted to make the washi for this not so like straight cut, and so when there's straight cut I can bump them up closer to each other, but I can't do that when I deco cut them. So this one I wanted to have the florals and the tissue paper and the other strip all deco cut. So yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. And then you can see that there's the little mirrors off to the side, and it's got "You Look Stunning," and then it's got "Splurge" on the bottom of the second one, and then a receipt one. Yes, the piggy is everything. As you can see, I've used the piggy a fair bit. I'm so glad I upgraded to 2 sticker books. Yeah, and there's so much in these books. Like, we're still going. Tell us what your favorite thing is about the sticker book. Like, what's your favorite part of it? Bianca said I may need a third. And then we've got the basic boxes to go with each of the planner layouts, or just to use however you see fit. And then of course we've got the these are rose gold foiled script headers. I was like, what's the name of it? So that is the sticker book. The deco cut is great. Oh, everybody, the pigs getting the votes. The piggy.
Yeah.
The piggy. I think I haven't shown the die cuts because I don't. I generally don't share the die cuts because they're a bit harder to pull together a preview for. But from memory, I made a big piggy. There's a big piggy. So yeah, the icons are also getting some love as well. Yeah, so I'm glad that I've chucked in some more of the icons style. The washi gate and the light fixtures. Yes, cannot wait. I'm so excited to see how everybody uses this kit, the rose gold. Yeah, I don't think we've done rose gold in a sticker book before. So this is our first rose gold in the sticker book.
You sure about that?
In a sticker book? Yeah, I don't think we have.
Oh, no, I'm thinking rose gold rings. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're right.
My favourite part is the colours, the tissue paper, the monochrome, and the piggy. Oh, just all of it. Yay!
Yay.
The phones are the best. Yeah, I love rose gold. You might want to get that.
I'll go check that.
Yep. Lachlan's been throwing water. Beautiful stickers. I cannot wait to get this kit. In other kits, my favourite has been the big divider sticker. Doesn't look like there is one in this kit. Yeah, I sort of swapped it out for some other bits and pieces, but it's kind of there in the dividers. Ow. Yeah, I always love the deco on the first page, but I hate to use it because then the clear covers shows the empty spots. Not quite sure if I understand that, because the first page deco is on white. It's always on white. I love this. Piggies, tissues, and minis. Oh my, yay! I need the digital kit for this. I can already see so many accessories. Planner love is rose gold.
I thought so too, Kay. I was sure that was something else.
This is where my memory has...
Planner Babe.
Yeah, Planner Babe was rose gold. Well, there you go.
Planner
That's
Love.
another one
That's
that
Planner
goes really well with it. Planner Love, yes. Planner Babe was the first version of it. Oop.
I knew that didn't
Yes,
feel
you're
right.
right.
You saying that there was not another.
You're right. Look, it's all crinkled from when I spilt water on it.
Let that be a lesson to you.
Yes, so thank you all for those people who are correcting me. I can't even remember what I had for lunch yesterday, let alone...
Did you have lunch yesterday?
I can't remember. That was my point. So yeah, that's that. While we're let me just jump back to the welcome screen, because I want to show the, hopefully this shows up right. So I'm going to cover you again. The mini sticker book, because I didn't preview this in its entirety.
Oh yeah. So this is.
Oh, hold on.
This is the sticker book. Hello. This is the sticker book for that's part of the Serenity release, and if you've bought the
Do you want me to just hide this for a second?
Yeah, okay, it's a bit more natural. There we are. I feel better now. So the sticker book that Sam's about to preview is part of the minis bundle if you chose that, or you can buy the sticker book on its own, or it's part of the big bundle. But it's part of that Serenity release, so it's probably going to ship in the first week of November.
Yep, we hope.
We hope.
So yeah, I'm going to run through all the pages, because now that I've finished all the design and submitted it and everything like that, I want to show it off. Obviously, as we say with all of our products during the sort of manufacturing stage, there can be slight changes, but there is some excitement over the minis book, which is awesome.
Yeah.
I've wanted to do one of these for a little while, so I did plan on showing that today, but I didn't get the chance to export it all, so I will show that next week. I think I'm going to need more mini sticker books. Yes.
Did we share all the previews of the of my special release books for Note to Self and? Oh, there you go.
So we'll do a big preview on that next week.
Yeah.
There you go.
Minis today though.
Minis today. So this is the minis sticker book, and this is volume 1, because we're hoping, if it goes well, to do more of them in the future. And let me just flick through each of the pages. So first up we have Blossom. And yeah, so we've got a whole bunch of, and one of the things I wanted to make sure that when I designed this was that it would go on a whole bunch of different planners. It would be almost more journaling style than sort of box-based style, but you will see some box-based in this. So I hope that makes sense. So we've got some, and then as I say, it's not box-based styles. The top is a whole bunch of boxes. So they can be used in box-based if you want to, and there's sort of like some empty spaces. One of them is designed like a Polaroid type photo frame, and then we've got some little strips with some little themed based quotes. We've then got, so the next one down, I keep forgetting which way to point, is like, it's shaped like a little speech bubble. And then we have 4 little like bucket lists type things. So this one says, got things done, celebrated, today was great, and this is really testing my eyesight. I can't read what that last one says. I think it was like enjoyed nature. And she's got the little bird. So I've tried to match up the minis with something in there as well. And then we've got these little washi strips, which are actually going to be the new headers coming up in our sticker books and in our kits. So, because I know a lot of people don't necessarily like the ribbons, so that is changing. That's a sort of a preview. It's not exactly what they're going to be like, but it's a preview. So, and I've sort of matched in some little minis, and then this bottom strip is one big sticker. So, I have not cut it off the page. There is no cut for that bottom strip. So that way I could use up as much of the page as possible. The box that's there, well, the whole thing is based on a 3-column box as per normal. So if you want to, you can trim it down yourself, but I wanted to keep it wider so that if people wanted to basically just cut out the whole thing, they could cut that out and stick it straight on. Next up is, so each kit, so there's 6 kits in the book. Each kit has 2 pages. So the first page is that sort of more functional page, and the second page is the page of minis. Give me all the mini books. I'll give you my pin number to save you time. Oh, these aren't popping up over. Hold on, I need to move this down. There we go. Which one?
Oh.
This one? Yes, I hope that I hope the minis is a volume 1, indicating that volume 2 could be on the horizon. Yeah, Cindy, that's what I am absolutely hoping. Yeah, the banners are leaving. I would love the washi strip header. Yeah, I'm making them. I'm setting them all up into my templates right now. Yeah, you're right. I do want that huge sticker hole, and I was tempted to cut out the journaling box separate, but then I thought it's going to be a pain to sort of try and align it all. So I've left it so that everybody could cut it out how they want to. Okay, next page. Next up, the next kit is, hold on, where am I? I had to move things so I could show comments. Getaway is the next kit. So we've got that, a week to remember. So this is really great if you're doing a, like going away on a holiday, or if you're planning one, or if you want a staycation. And we've got, as mentioned before, we've got the boxes, the speech bubbles, the sort of like bucket list / I did this today. So like had an adventure.
Achievement stickers.
Yeah, had an adventure, relaxed, went shopping, all that sort of stuff. And then the washies too. No, so in this book, they're not on clear. Everything in the minis book is on paper sticker. And then the second page to Getaway, I think when I previewed this the first time, one of the Getaway stickers was halfway off the page. So
she'd gone away.
She was getting away. So yeah, this is the new page. And then the next kit up is the books and botanicals page. And then we've got thoughts and musings at the bottoms and a whole bunch of related functional deco at the top. And I love the little minis together on this one. They're so cute. We've got the girl with the book stack. And then I love the second one because she's like under the blankie and it's got relaxed. So yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of different ones in there. And then the second page, that is obviously the minis. And then we've got Barista Brunch. Yep, this is doing my memory. My favorite time out, and then a whole bunch of that. So, and I love that these two, so on the box that's at the top on the opposite side, the 2 minis are sort of like having coffee together and sort of chatting about something. I really love those ones, so I've got them in there too. And they're down on the washi headers as well. And then we've got the second page, which is the more deco. minis. And then we've got, I don't think I've shared this one. So this one's In Bloom. This was one of the coming soon page. I don't even think I've got it up on the website yet. So I love sharing things here first because this is why. I love this excitement. So here we go. Cindy said, let us know if we need to order more mini books so that we can make sure that we get a second volume. Yeah, we've still got a fair few left, I think.
There's a fair few left, but
because there's high minimums on these.
Yep.
So yes, yeah, we definitely ordering
tell all
more
your
would
friends,
help.
Cindy.
Yeah, tell all your friends. And then once you get it, share it.
Yeah.
And share it not just within the group, but share it out in other planner groups and with your other friends as well. So this one, I really like this one. So it's got, made something, had a moment, enjoyed. I think that's another enjoyed nature because she's laying down on the ground with the floral. I'm trying to read about that first one. Rewarded myself, I think it is. And yeah, it's got some really cute minis in there too. And then we've got the down the bottom, the box as well. So really loving that. And then all the cute minis that are in there too. They're so cute. And then the last kit is Rainy Days, because I know that there's been this sort of like undercurrent following for Rainy Days. So I really love how this has turned out. I really love the color pops in this, and it's actually very similar to the color that was, well, the shopping kit started out as the exact same color way as this, but then I wanted some pink flowers and it didn't work, so I sort of went into a little bit of its own sort of color scheme. But yeah, the Rainy Days is perfect for literally rainy days. And I think, what's it got? Stayed in bed. No, is it stayed in bed? Slept in, went out, played in the rain and snuggled up. So, because there's two of the little minis that are under the umbrella. If you can see them there, they've got, they're sort of, what, they're having a hug or a kiss underneath there, because like one of them is up on their tippy toes. It's very cute. It's a very cute little detail. So that is the mini sticker book.
Good job.
I love this team. Rainy Days. Yeah. I love the minis. May need an extra one. Yeah, see, Rainy Days is, and I also think Rainy Days is one of those kits, especially for the minis, that you can use all the time. Like,
you never know when it's going to be a rainy day.
Exactly. And that's what I tried to, so aside from, I think, Getaway, which is like very holiday based, but you could use that just for going to the beach. Yeah. So this book was, I tried to pick the sort of older, more functional minis, so that there's, specific ways that you can sort of use them to celebrate when you're going out and all that sort of stuff. I love the green in this one. I'm definitely not a green person. Me too. I struggle with green. Yeah, there's a lot of love. Our friend Dawn loves the minis, especially the peaking ones. Yeah, I love the peaking ones too. Pampered myself. Oh my gosh, love this book. Why did I only get one? Well, they're still up on the store. And they haven't shipped yet. So, make your way, go over to the website and grab one now. Yay, well done, Sammy. Love those minis. And yeah, it was a very different layout for the sticker book. So I wanted to try something different, a little bit more journal based. And I mean, the feedback that I've gotten on that's really positive. So I think I'm going to have to do some more of those sorts of things in the future too. So. Yeah. I think next I have show and tell.
There you go.
Yeah. So let's pop into show and tell. Show and tell. So if show and tell, if you're new, I think most people in here are long-term watchers. But if you're new and finding us for the first time, because I know that's how some people do find us, is through this. So show and tell is when we highlight your amazing creations with our products. So if you want to be featured, so we can't feature everybody because there's a lot, but use the hashtag PA show and tell either in our group or on Instagram. And and we go through and we sort of pull out a whole bunch that we can. There is a lot of them today. I was very inspired, and a
lot of really great stuff too. It's always incredible to see what you're able to make and kind of how you. I'm going to fill that up for you.
Yes, could you just fill that in?
I'll go get you.
Great. Oh, okay, thank you.
It's always amazing to see your creations with the kids.
Yeah, it is. And not only that, but seeing how you use our kits helps me to update the kits and keep them current, and make little changes. So yeah. Anyway, let's jump straight in. Where are we? Here we go. So our first layout is a sweet art layout from Tamika, and it's so pretty, and I love the washi use and the shelves, and the sweet art always makes me hungry. So yeah, absolutely loving this. Thank you so much for sharing, Tamika. Oh, hold on. I need to, this isn't, hold on. Let me try that again. Let's try that. Oh, it's not swapping over. Hold on. There we go. It might go 2 or 3 all at once because I was pressing that a few times. Next one is a Planner Love layout by Diana, who I think is in the chat as well. Thank you so much, Diana, for this. There's a lot of Planner Love in there. The washies, the minis, and a whole bunch of stickers. So absolutely love it. And next up by Louise. I've wanted to feature some Milk Bar ones for a while, but I haven't had the background to do so. So I made sure I had it for today. So this one's by Louise, and I love it. Milk Bar was one of my sort of ones that I loved because it was so heavily themed and so much fun. And I just love how this layout turned out. And you got some of our ad washi at the bottom. Yeah, it's super cute. Gonna work. There we go. Next one is another Milk Bar one by Kate, and Kate made this really cute burger tracker, burger competition tracker.
Where is this burger competition? I need to know more.
And I think we mentioned this a few lives ago, but I just didn't have the background to show it up. So, and I think that a whole bunch of her local restaurants were doing like this. She was going to try out a whole bunch of different burgers. So, what an awesome way to use a spread.
I love it.
Yeah. Next up is by Netta, and Netta has made a really cute little mini weekly spread that's inside our, that's with Mermaid Shores, that's inside our Under the Stars melody.
The burger competition's in Wellington.
In Wellington.
I can go watch the Hurricanes play the Reds.
So yeah, some of these are older because I've done the backgrounds up and I wanted to bring them through, and every now and again I go back through what hasn't been shown, and I just want to show some older ones too. So really love this. I love the triple box wave washi on the left, and I think we're almost sold out of that planner too, aren't we? Or we've sold out. There might only be 1 or 2 left.
The Under the Stars planner is gone. The very last one didn't have a pouch that went with it.
Oh no!
But I gave that customer an extra set of the innards because I had an extra one of those.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
And then the next one we have is by Sherelle. I love how you've used the divider, the big divider, and the little the washi strip at the bottom and the top. And yeah, super cute monthly view layout. Oh, did you want to see that?
Yeah, the middle panel's super cool.
Yeah. And next up is a gorgeous Memory Decks card by Robin for PAU as well. And I love the glitter. Love the glitter. I still am upset because I haven't started mine yet. I'm still dying to start mine. And then we have one by Caroline, which is using the gorgeous Country Cottage. It's a monthly layout, and I love that you've used the sidebar for the monthly, and you've cropped off the side, and you've flipped it onto the other side, which is something that I do on the weekly view. So I love seeing that for the monthly view. Love the washi, love the little peeping minis as well. And this is a great way to show how you can take what is meant for, like, so in my head I have it designed for monthly for weekly layouts, but then it's used on something completely different. Yeah. So I love that. And I also love that it's in our Books and Botanicals melody as well. Kimberly has done a gorgeous weekly layout using PAU. Love all the stickers. It's gorgeous. There's a whole bunch of minis and decos and some functional stuff in there too. Next up is some Bon Voyage. So this was another one I didn't have the background for, so I've added it in because I really wanted to share some stuff. So Pauline made a really cool travel bucket list with the Bon Voyage kit. So this is super cute. I thought this was great.
I like it.
Yeah. And then we have, I thought there was another Bon Voyage after that. I think these are out of order from what I expected. Kelly has also done a art journal spread using Mermaid Shores, and I thought this was so cute because it's not only from Mermaid Shores, but it's also from Whale Song because it's got some of our older stamps in there.
Does it?
Yeah, so one of the mermaids and the whale and the the paper boat. So that's really cute. And I think also the music notes might be from Whale Song as well. Here's another Bon Voyage that I was expecting. This one's from Katie, and Katie has done a weekly layout. And I love this. The vacay starts in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. How much excitement would that bring?
Yeah.
And I love that you've used the stamps because, yeah, there's a lot of thought that went into the Bon Voyage stamp to be able to do that sort of thing with it. So, yeah, love. Next up is by Hell. Hell has done a weekly layout and dashboard using Dream Chaser. And I love this because it looks like there was like a divider in there too. So that way you could sort of like easily flip. And there's all that deco. And yeah, it just looks like a really nice...
But the Bon Voyage countdown was Tracy's, not Katie's.
Oh, no.
How much sleep did you have?
Sorry, Tracy. I must have copied and pasted the wrong... No, the names are the names and the titles
It's manually entered.
Aren't brought in. Yeah, it's manually entered. It's something that I wrote out this morning. So I'm so sorry, Tracy. I will make sure to well, I can't fix it up because now it's already live. I apologize, Tracy.
It's the downside of live TV.
Yeah.
/ YouTube.
Yeah. Now I'm like, did I get any others wrong? I really liked this. Bonus item in the wild. So this was our Bon Voyage bonus item, which is a luggage tag, and it was sort of like popping out of
It's pretty cool.
It wanted some attention. And it's actually a really nice luggage tag too. I'll be using mine to go wild with. Next one is by Xanta. Yep, who has done a Dream Chaser weekly layout, and it's beautiful. I love those discs to match it as well. So yeah, love this layout. You were right about mine. It was the one before that. Oh, good. Whew. I got some of them right. Next up is a Halloween countdown. This was using the digital kit. And this looks awesome. I love this. I love the idea that you've got the tag and it's already pre-decorated, but then you're adding on the extra bits from the countdown. So that's gorgeous. Kelly's on fire. I didn't realize how many I'd bought in. I usually try to spread it out, but I was in, as you can tell, a bit of a rush this morning. So Kelly did a gorgeous weekly spread using PAHQ, and I've got a soft spot for the pens. I love the pens, love the lockers, and the banners. The banners are very cool. Or the pennant banners, yeah. And I think this might be, is this the last one? Nope. Oh, geez, still got a fair few. This one's by Kate. Kate's done a travel journal layout using Australiana and started writing in there. I'm going to try and flick through these because there's a fair few. Kate did a getaway memory keeper.
Oh, that's cool.
I know, right? So loving that layout. And it looks like it's a folding layout too. It looks like the third page folds out.
And planning in style, there's a pina colada right there. And I know, right? I can spy the PAHQ alumni badge as well.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even see that. That is very cool.
I love it.
And I love the photos and I love the torn paper. I love torn paper. Next up is by Leslie. Leslie's done the gorgeous Riviera kit, but on blackout. I love the little, while we're talking deco in the background, love the leaves. And I also like the pre-sale ticket day for Go Wild in there. Hope you got your ticket, Leslie. And yeah, love it. Beautiful. Next up is by Kay. Kay has done an all for fall weekly layout. So pretty. And I think that we're going to have a flood of these next week.
I think so.
Because now that everybody's starting to receive their fall kits. And then because Martha's another one. Martha, it looks like, has cut down to size the acetate and punched it and used our It's For Your, that was a washi card / plastic.
Yeah, it was with
preview
one of the
plastic quote card.
Yeah, it came. Didn't it come with the
Forest Falls?
Forest Falls a TN?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, so it's great to see that. See, it was a while ago. I can't even remember what it was. And then Bianca has done a batch of stickers with the For the Booze Halloween kit, and that's the creative kit. So that's still there. So I love seeing. There's so much that you can do with the creative kits too.
Facebook, first thing this morning, because I check Facebook, not first thing this morning, but first thing in the morning, but like it's one of the first things I do when I sit down in my chair. And the first video I saw was Bianca creating a spread with the For the Booze kit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And then we've got some So Crafty ones. So this was another one that was a bit older that I've pulled the background in, and by Road. And I really like you've got the torn paper, and then you've got the florals down the bottom with the washi tape strip through the middle. And I feel like that's a cut down washi tape strip too. So, just because it's a 15 mil washi doesn't mean you have to use it as 15 mil. It's just like the stickers. You can cut them in half, perform some washi sticker surgery. While we're back on the creative kit, we've got the, actually, what's this? No, this is the sticker book. Yeah, this is using the For the Booze sticker book. It's super cute. Weekly layout by Tracy. And while we're talking about, super cute and easy, so I love this. I hope this was by Shannon. I'm really nervous now. I've got the names wrong. But I loved that. This is one of the projects that I talk about making things easy, and I'll bring this back up once I've gone through them all. But super simple to create and gift to people as well. Tracy has done a weekly layout using So Crafty, which is so cute. And I think she also said in the comments that the heart paper is one of her favorites. And can I just say, I love how you've got the little minis, and it looks like you've actually made it 3D. So that's very, very cool.
It does look like the hearts have been sort of cut as little flaps.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And then Judy's made, this is cool, on Blackout with the Halloween kit. So that is awesome. And I'm glad you like that gingerbread house. That took a while to make. But definitely well worth it. And I think this might be the last one. Yes, it is. By Netta, who's done a Australiana weekly layout. So that is this week's show and tell. And I did want to say on the notebook that was made earlier, like that's something. So I made one for a friend's daughter because she's like really getting into planning and loves stationery. And I needed to make something quick for her, and I made her a bunch of little books. With all I did was grab some plain paper and grabbed one of the pretty covers, the pretty papers that we do in our kits, and stapled it together, trimmed it down to size, folded it in half, and tied it up in a nice ribbon. It's a really quick and easy gift to make for people. And then if you want to go the extra mile, get another piece of paper, tear it up, chuck a die cut over the top, and you go the extra mile. So it's there's a lot in there, and especially like with the creative kits, there's so much that you can make with them. There's so much that you can make with them. And I know that a few people have asked about the terms and conditions on that. We have done some work on that in the last week, and we'll be updating that on their website and on the on the downloads and stuff like that.
I mean, it's the I guess the same approach that we've always had applies. We're trying to be reasonably friendly with that sort of stuff.
Yeah, we've just made it more obvious.
Yeah, that's right. So I think really the big no-no would be creating something out of it and then on selling that. That's something you absolutely can't do, and we'll be really upset if that happens. But otherwise, it's they're there for you to be creative with and enjoy.
Absolutely.
For your own purposes. So.
Absolutely. And as Nadella said, great job everybody as usual. Very creative stuff out there. Absolutely. Okay, so last section.
I did see a question from Janique earlier about Riviera, particularly the sticker books. So I promised them last week, and I published them this morning. Oh. So they should be on the site now. Oh,
there you go. I can't even find that question. There it is. I don't know if it was asked, but the Riviera kit, especially the sticker book, will that be available soon?
Yes.
So, yes, it's available now.
It should be there now.
There you go.
Yeah, it should be there now.
So jump over to the website, grab that and the mini book and any of the the stuff that's been.
Yeah, so that should be the Riviera
Did
kit.
you put that on the new release page?
I put the new tag. That does it on new release. Okay, I'll put the new release tag as well. It's a driver error. The error existed approximately 3.5 feet away from the computer. Anyway, so the Riviera and PAU kits are all there. Right now, I guess you'll have to search for them, but I will fix that up, the tagging up.
Yeah. Yeah, and make sure that they're in there. I won't even give away the things I create, let alone want to sell them. I hoard all of my PA things just for me. Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, I've even seen comments on today's live saying, you know, I want to try and get the barista kit because once they're gone, that's it.
Yeah,
that's it. And we are trying to bring back in the form of digital kits and digital goodies and things like that. So keep an eye out for that. Yeah. We've been working really hard on that in the background as well. I mean, some of these things take a lot of pre-work, and then once the pre-work's done, they sort of start rolling out.
Start going quickly.
Yeah, so it might not look like there's a lot happening on the front end, but trust me, we have not stopped. We did our tax returns last week, and I had to we were talking to the accountant and explaining how many hours I worked, and she's like, no, are you sure? And we're like, well, that's probably underestimating for the sake that we think that if I put down my actual hours, we'd definitely get audited for it. But I literally sit here and just work constantly. So just to try and catch up and release more pretties for you all. Mm-hmm. Riviera, PA, and Fall. Now I have them all.
And you're right. I'll be right back. I just heard the
door. And now I have them all. Only did that because PAU was in there. I think I'm going to go back and get the PAU kit. Yes, and if you do, you get the PA alumni pin, which is my favorite pin. Absolutely love that. I bought the new kit, so thank you. Yeah, I'll also make sure that there's stuff on the new release as well. So feel free to ask your questions now. I'll bring them up and we will go through them. And then we've got one more thing to chat about with everybody as well once Michael gets back. But yeah, we're trying to get things out on the website quicker. There's just a lot to do. It doesn't stop here. And today is the last day of school holidays. And our school holidays started a week earlier because I think it was Lachlan was sick. So we've had basically 3 weeks of having Lachlan home, and he is full-time to take care of. So we've been trying to keep things running at the same time, running on very little sleep. So yeah, if that has definitely caused a little bit of a delay on stuff. Oh, I just want to say, Sammy, you are so talented. I think the same about everybody who uses our kits. Like, I see what people make and I'm stunned. Yeah, and I think, you know, I say it every week, and, you know, I hope it doesn't start to lose meaning, but like, I feel lucky that I get to make stuff that everybody enjoys using. I have to go back and get the Riviera and maybe the mini sticker book if my bank account will just behave. Oh, I know those feelings. We will come back to the notable question in a second. I know you do so many hours and try to give us the goods, but I was wondering what the chance of a Christmas digital release is, please. I found a piece of the PALPA Chrissy collab. I found a piece. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, I'm not going to promise on a new kit for Christmas just because I have a lot on at the moment. And especially with Go Wild coming up and things like that. I am hoping to. But I'm not going to promise. I'm not going to promise because no. I'm not promising anything in these lives anymore just because they always come back to haunt me, and then I feel very guilty when things have to change.
Sam and I are spending a lot of time tomorrow and Wednesday, so Tuesday and Wednesday our time, just talking a little bit about kind of what we can do in terms of offerings. We want to change a few things. And digitals is one of the areas where we want to change a few other things.
Yeah, so get a printer and... If you don't have one, get a
Yeah.
printer
We-
or make friends with your local printing service.
We've got some plans. We just need to make sure that we can actually feasibly achieve them. I
Yeah,
think one of the
We're
things,
working out the technical stuff at the moment.
yeah, one of the things we've been guilty of in the last 12 months is overextending ourselves and trying to do too much. So we're going to be changing up that to both for both of us to get a little bit more of a handle over that.
Yeah.
Or on that rather.
Yeah.
So there's some changes coming in. We may have something to talk about next week or the week after, but right now it's just we've got some thoughts. We just have to align and make sure
We just have to make sure that we can make them easy enough to do
Yeah.
fast enough. Road has said Rejuvenate is the right name. Yes, that's one of the kits. That was the kit that was last month.
It was.
I'm trying to think. Yeah.
Rejuvenate was billed on the 1st of September.
Yeah.
Or if just prior to that, or basically through the whole month of September.
So we have previewed all of Rejuvenate.
There is a preview for that in one of the lives.
Yeah.
I forget which live.
Well, I mean, you can always go to, I believe, on the website under themes. Have I set up the theme page? I might not have.
I don't know, but there's.
Oh, I haven't. That's why.
There is a preview of it in one of the past lives. It'll be the live in the last week of August.
If you also alternatively, if you click on go to our website and you click on blog and just double click on blog, ignore the drop down that happens. But there's a Rejuvenate reveal post there. I've been trying to do the reveal posts for the kits. So we did have a question from Bianca.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought this would be a good segue.
Sure.
About the PAU.
PAU leather
notable.
jacket notable. So I spoke a little earlier about overextending ourselves and doing things not the best. And notable is one of those things that we think we've probably overextended ourselves, and neither Sam nor I nor Holly have had the time to dedicate to notable that we first thought we would or wanted to. So we've come to a decision on notable, which is a really tough decision, and that is that we are going to be closing notable. For now, at least, we don't know what the future is going to hold, but for now, we don't have the time to dedicate to it to get the right sort of products out and to give it the attention that it needs.
Yep.
And the reality is, in the last 6 months, it's cost us more to run notable than we've actually generated in revenue.
Yep.
So that's indicative of us not spending the time on it, not getting the right products in, and not telling enough people about it, and a few other things.
Yep.
On the backside. So we, for now, will be making the decision to close notable. It will stay up and open until the 10th of October. So
if there's something that you want, grab it now.
Yeah, about 1 week from now.
Yeah.
If you make an order, or if you've got an outstanding order, it will still be fulfilled, obviously, and we can always take any kind of queries, customer service things.
Yes.
Through Planners Anonymous.
Yeah.
If you've got any worries about that, but Notable as its own entity is going to cease trading in about a week's time.
Yep. Yeah.
So the 10th of October will be the date that it takes effect.
Yep.
And
we'll turn off the cart.
We'll turn off the cart at that date. The products or the store will still be there. Have a look through for another week or two after that, and then the store will be turned off.
Check where your status and your order and all that sort of stuff is. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's one of those things we went in there with the right intentions, but it ended up causing more time and stress than it did. So we're going to have to make a decision and change what we do. And we wanted to spend most of our time on a few of the things in Planners.
Yeah.
And the reality was,
Planners needs a lot of help at the moment.
Planners needs help. Yeah.
Yeah. So we've we wanted to in the current climate. Small business is super hard, so we're trying to focus our efforts to keep Planners going. To keep Planners Anonymous going. So, but if you wanted something from Notable, you've got until the 10th Australian time, so the 9th overseas, in America.
Yeah.
So if you tell your relatives to do that as soon as possible, and as Michael said, we'll still be handling any customer service for it through Planners Anonymous. We'll keep the website open after that stage for like a week or so.
It'll close on the 17th.
It'll close on the 17th. But it will, after the 9th in the States, the 10th here, it will only, you'll only be able to see the website. You won't be able to order.
Yeah.
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 So time to order. I've
yeah.
been putting things off. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're pretty sad about that. It was a tough, tough
really
decision
tough.
to reach. But it was, I think, the right decision because it was causing us stress and anxiety. We're taking extra time that we didn't really have to build things for that. And particularly with planners coming into a fairly busy period with we've got to plan ahead because of sort of manufacturer closures early next year, plus
Go Wild,
plus some other things that we want to try and get done. And some other changes in our business, we didn't have the time or energy to keep dedicating to something that hasn't yet seen a return.
Yeah.
Not saying that it won't over the long term, and not saying that in 5 years' time we may have something similar again, but for now at least, that business is coming to a close.
Yeah. Yeah.
But to everyone that did support it, and there were a number of people who did support
you.
it, thank you so much. We really appreciated that.
And now your stuff's limited edition.
And we do hope you love the items that you were able to buy from Notable.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's one of those things.
We really want to push PA.
The good news is we've got now more time and free headspace, I guess, to do things that we don't have the time in Notable. So we've got more time to dedicate to the core, which is our lovely little planner business, and there's some exciting things I think in the pipeline for that.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you've got the wolf shot at all, but I
forgot to make the preview. No.
Well, next week. I can promise there'll be some hot stuff for Into the Wild, which is the kit after.
Yeah.
Shop till you drop.
Yeah. Sometimes you just got to prioritize. And thanks for being understanding.
Thank
but
you.
if there is something that you want in there, we won't be adding any new products to the listing. So whatever is there is there. I know that there was a few that I was working on, but I didn't get the chance to completely finish them. So if there's whatever is on the website is on the website. Grab whatever's there.
Yeah, we're a bit sad about it, but kind of it was the time to do that. It was a very difficult decision to do.
It was. Yeah. I can't even not.
I know.
I'm sad about it. It's hard.
It's okay.
Yeah. Did you want to? You've got a question written down in your notebook.
Yeah. So to help with that, so our discussions tomorrow. We talked about it when we talked about digital. So our discussions tomorrow are some ideas we've got around what we want to do from a digital offering.
Yeah.
And I guess to help with that, it would be super great to understand a little bit from your perspective, at least, about how far ahead you plan.
Yeah.
One of the things that we're wanting to do is to be able to get to a position where we're able to offer really time relevant bits and pieces that you can use in a fun way in your planners or memory keepers.
Yeah.
One of the challenges around that is sort of there's different timeframes that people plan ahead with.
Yeah.
Somebody like me, I plan out a week. That's sort of my standard week, and then I make changes each week.
I do it at the start of the week is how I plan, but I know a lot of people do a month out or further.
Yeah, so
I guess, drop it in the comments. Let us know how far out you plan.
Yeah, and if you're watching this on replay, if you could
still drop it into the comments.
Yeah, drop it into the comment section in YouTube. Yeah. Katie's planning negative 1 day ahead. So,
relatable post, Katie. Relatable post.
You are all of us, Katie.
Yep. Or a week, negative 1 week.
Yeah. So I guess to help us better understand sort of what that product might be, and I guess that kind of understanding is going to help us get the best solution, really, because I think with all of our products, they're not products looking for a problem. We need to be designing to help you with the planning task. And I'd imagine that some things like Christmas plans and holiday plans, those kind of things, can be done a bit further out. But
Nina's like me, tend to do the week behind. She's negative 1 week. But Kate, I plan out a month in advance, usually sometimes up to 3 months. And I know that there are a few people who do quarterly in advance, monthly, 4 weeks at a time. I plan 1 month out, 7. This is coming up so quickly. Hold on. 7 days for Christina. Yeah, 7 days. I'm so far behind now. If it's an event, so Sam says if it's an event like Christmas, I plan out months in advance. Otherwise, a few weeks to a week.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I feel might be the standard, or slash a month out.
Yeah.
I think would be standard too. I plan my themes months ahead and actually spreads 2 to 3 weeks ahead. Yeah. A week ahead or negative 1 day as well. Negative 1 day or 1 month, it depends. Yeah. 1 week at a time. 1 week. I plan the week before if I can. It depends. When I have medical procedures, I plan a month out, so I don't have to have other stresses. Yeah, so I think a month is a good thing to work off. Which is why even though we don't show the previews of the next kit a month out, we share the theme. So that way at least people are like knowing sort of what's coming up. I plan a month to 4 weeks ahead, more focused planning on a weekly basis. Yeah, that makes sense. Diana, mine is memory keeping, so the negative side. Well, it's not negative, but like the after. Yeah, seasonal stuff to be in time. Yeah, Christmas for me is a start in September. See, I told you. Christmas. I plan 1 to 2 years vacations, but otherwise 6 months. Woo! Janet is super organized.
Yeah.
With stickers 7 days, but a month with plans. Yeah. Yep. I mean, a lot of our plans, because they're therapy based for the kids, ongoing weekly. It's it's just a rolling thing.
I just do the same thing at every point in time every week.
You do.
I can tell you what I'll be doing at Wednesday, 11 a.m. 3 months from now.
Mm-hmm. I journal the previous week instead of attempting to control the chaos of tomorrow. Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
I like
that's a good
that.
quote.
I usually do a week ahead, but I'm working to get 2 weeks ahead since I now have a YouTube channel. It's hard. Yeah. It's interesting with a 1-year-old under me all the time. Oh, feels.
Feel your pain.
Yeah. So does that answer your question?
It does. Thank you.
Yep. So thank you all for that feedback. We will.
Yeah.
We will bring that in. I memory keep 1 month backwards. Yeah. So I journal and end up putting photos in. Yeah, that's really sweet. Yeah, I like that too. Okay, that's cool. We did actually have another question. I'm trying to find it. It was about.
You just went past it. It was about Lachlan and
Yeah.
the dog.
Did I go past it?
Yeah, it was from Diana.
Where?
Keep going. There
There it is. So Diana asks, how's Lachlan and his doggy doing?
He loves her to bits. It's
too much at times.
It's a problem. So Lachlan seeks deep pressure. He's very sensory seeking.
pressure.
So he loves nothing more than like a big bear hug where you're squeezing him with all your might. So much so that you think that you might hurt him, which obviously we don't. But that's the kind of pressure that he's after.
Yeah.
The problem is he will then give that pressure to everybody else.
Yeah.
Regardless of if they like it or not. It's okay for me. Less okay for Sam, and definitely not okay for his sister, and definitely not okay for the puppy.
Yeah.
So the dog at the moment is getting the brunt of
so
squeezes.
It's every interaction is heavily supervised. Otherwise, she pretty much sits under my desk just having a chill out time, and it's definitely helping. He absolutely adores her, and they're building up quite a beautiful bond as well. I say hello to him in the morning. I'm like, hi, Lachlan. And he goes, hi, puppy. And I'm like, hi, mummy. And he goes, hi, puppy. And I'm like, I'll bring the puppy over, but can you say hi to mama first? And he goes, hi, mama, puppy. And I'm like, I know.
Yeah.
And he loves his Elsa tuck-ins at night. He sends me. So we've got multiple different ways for Lockie to communicate. And one of the things that we set him up with was Messenger a long time ago. Now, usually he just sends us stories that he's writing in like Bubble Guppies style stories where he's narrating it and things like that.
He'll send us the cast list of Bubble Guppies. One of his favourite characters in Bubble Guppies is the witch. Tino Insana is Mr. Grouper, but he loves the witch, who is voiced by Wanda Sykes.
Oh, love her.
So it's cool because you kind of hear Wanda Sykes' very familiar voice. And you get that sense of joy.
Yeah, and she's awesome. Oh, she's one of my favourite actresses. So since getting the puppy, he actually uses Messenger to communicate with me, asking for me to bring the puppy to him, and that was such a big milestone. It was so great. And I've screenshotted it because it was such a big thing for me. And now he goes, if I take too long, he floods my where is my puppy? Where is my puppy? Where's the puppy? Arf, arf. Puppy barking. And I'm like, okay, I'm coming. Yes. Yes, that's right, Lockie. No squeeze.
No, squeeze the puppy.
Where is the puppy?
Puppy's here.
Okay.
All right, hold on.
Yeah, so, okay, let me just answer a few more of these questions that are coming through. Any update on the old paper kits? Yes, so that is one of the things that we, because that got rolled into a bigger digital update. So we thought may as well do it all at the same time while we're going back through the archives. So that is still definitely coming. It's a progress thing. So we're having a meeting on that tomorrow. And yeah, I'm working out all the templates to make that really super simple and easy. So yes, that definitely is on its way. Roughly when will the next set of Lux printables be dropped? Soon? That's not an answer.
That's not roughly.
That's not roughly.
That's not even.
Soon-ish. That's roughly.
Are we talking like the next 2 weeks, or are we talking?
Let's say the next 2 weeks. Yeah.
Because you've got a week where you can't talk to anybody in China.
Yeah, but I've also got to do a wild launch. If you want to know what we're doing in wild, because we're not allowed to talk about it yet because we don't have a merch license, but we have a wild page on our website with a mailing list. And if you join that mailing list, once it's live, once we do get our merch license, we've got a little something to send you as a thank you for being on that mailing list. Now, that mailing list is also separate to our normal mailing list. So jump over. The way you find it is you go to our website on new releases, and then it's got Go Wild. Unofficially. Because we're waiting for our merch license.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, so just, putting that out there. Oh, not a question, but this is always relaxing to fall asleep to. I don't find my voice relaxing, but I'm glad.
I always put people to sleep.
Oh, was there another one? Oh, Marcy's shopping on Notable.
Say anything about that?
This one?
Yep.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound pleasant.
Oh, big hugs, Bianca.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I hope that the planning, gives you,
That's right.
helps you through. So I know that a lot of people, when they're going through, I've even received a few messages about it over the years, how just sort of having the stickers and the art and stuff like that has, just helped to, mental health helping and stuff like that. So I hope it all goes well.
Yeah.
Big hugs. Sending you big hugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, Diana, I feel that William treats people like toys. Yeah.
Sure, yep. That's the case.
And he's got a lot of big soft toys. And we recently got him a vibrating pillow, which he really likes as well, because that sort of gives him the feedback. Oh, here, Diana. Here's not Diana.
There's some
Bianca. There's some positive.
positive thoughts.
Yeah. Yes, it does. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. It does get better. 1 year survivor here. Woohoo! Go, Diane.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. I think that's it.
There you go.
I think we're done.
Excellent.
It was a bit of a longer live than I expected. They usually always are. I had stopped when all this started, and you gave me my Planner Mojo back. Yay! Oh, that's always good to hear. Yeah. Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, big hugs. Big hugs to Bianca. You've got a whole bunch of people behind you who are all, wishing the best for you. So
it's the great thing about this community.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, we feel it here when we're really struggling as well. The fact that you guys take the time to send us a message to say, hope that we're doing well mental health wise, and to check in on, Lockie and the dog and on Indy and things like that. It's a big reminder of what we love doing. So yeah, thank you. Yeah. So, big hugs out to you too, Bianca. Yeah. Anyway, we're going to head off because I'm starving. I haven't eaten today.
I ate lunch at 11. I game planned today.
You did. But we will be back next week. Next week we'll do some more previews from...
Sorry, no, just one thing I did forget. No, well, today for the Australians, this is the last Queen's birthday holiday you're ever likely to get.
Next time it's the king, right?
Because next time it's the king's birthday, and then the person after him is going to be a king, and then the person after him is going to be a king. So in our lifetimes, likely we'll never have a queen holiday again. And that's not even if we become a republic. Who knows? So enjoy your last Queen's birthday holiday, Australians. Sorry. That was meant to be funny, but it's not, apparently. I apologise.
I mean, anyway.
Anyway. Last Queen's birthday holiday, so enjoy it.
Yeah.
Next time it'll be a King's birthday holiday.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. We will see you next week, same time. And yeah, with more previews. Thank you so much for joining.
I can promise. I might drop a wolf in chat. I'm just excited about the wolf. Can I give myself a thunder sound effect if I do that? Oh.
No. See you later, everyone. Bye.
What about an owl?
Oh, Indy should have come on today. She's probably still in bed.
I could say, no, I've seen her. I've given her breakfast even.
Oh, okay. Anyway, we're going. See you later, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.